They will tell you to be kind. They will tell you to forgive. They will tell you to trust the process. But what they will never tell you is that this world doesn't reward purity. It rewards calculation. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. He knew that power was not inherited, it was manufactured. And those who refuse to learn the laws of control are destined to serve those who do. You can live your whole life trying to be good, but in a world of deception, goodness without wisdom is weakness. And weakness is a luxury only the protected can afford. So if you truly want power, not the illusion of it, but the kind that bends rooms and controls outcomes, you must learn to think as Machiavelli did, coldly, calmly, deliberately. These are the 7 modern laws of power, rewritten for the age of chaos. And if you master them, you will not need to chase influence. Influence will begin to orbit around you. Law 1. Control the mirror, not the masses. Most people waste their lives trying to change others. They debate. They argue. They shout. But Machiavelli taught something timeless. Perception is power. The people don't need truth. They need belief. And the one who controls belief controls behavior. You don't control people by telling them what to think. You control them by shaping what they see. Never argue. Never explain. Let your presence do the talking. Move like someone who knows the truth but doesn't need to prove it. When you're quiet, people project their own stories onto you, and that projection becomes your power. Appear humble but remain unreadable. Appear accessible but remain untouchable. Because control is not about dominance. It's about invisibility. The unseen hand always moves the pieces. So stop trying to control people. Control their mirror. Let them see what you want them to see, and never, ever let them see you bleed. Law 2. Emotional discipline is the real crown. Machiavelli warned that emotion is the enemy of power. A king who cannot control his temper is no king. He is a servant to impulse. You must learn to master yourself before you can master any room. Every reaction is a confession. Every outburst is a surrender. When you remain calm, you disarm your enemy. They want chaos. They want you loud, unstable, reactive, because chaos reveals weakness. But stillness hides strength. Think of emotion as a wild horse. If you can tame it, it carries you faster than reason ever could. If you can't, it throws you into the dust. Your calmness must be terrifying. Not the fake kind. Not silence born from fear, but silence born from power. Learn to delay reaction. Learn to watch when others rush. Because the slower you move, the faster you win. Remember this law. Those who master their emotions master their enemies without lifting a sword. Law 3. Appear gentle. Strike strategically. Machiavelli once wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." That sentence is the foundation of survival. Your image is armor. Your kindness, a trapdoor. Appear soft, so others reveal their arrogance. Appear agreeable, so they underestimate you. Then when the time comes, strike with precision. But remember, Machiavellian kindness is never fake. It's tactical. You're not lying when you smile. You're positioning. You're buying silence with grace. You're buying trust with empathy. Let others believe you're harmless. Let them feel taller beside you. And while they sleep comfortably in their assumptions, you study their patterns. Because when they finally see who you really are, it will already be too late to stop you. This is not cruelty, it's survival. And the wise understand that morality means nothing if you're powerless to protect it. Law 4. Loyalty is a transaction, not a religion. Loyalty sounds noble, but Machiavelli never trusted it blindly. He believed loyalty was conditional, and conditions change. Your loyalty should serve a purpose, not an emotion. Be loyal to principles, not personalities. Be loyal to those who multiply your strength, not drain your will. Never cling to people out of nostalgia. Cling to purpose out of necessity. When you test loyalty, do it quietly. Give people small chances to show their true colors. You'll be shocked how quickly masks fall when comfort disappears. But never expose betrayal with drama. Simply withdraw your access. The cold silence of your absence is punishment enough. And remember this, revenge is the pastime of amateurs. Real power doesn't retaliate, it replaces. If they leave, let them. If they lie, erase them. If they return, make them earn their way back. Because a Machiavellian mind doesn't chase loyalty, it attracts those who understand its value. Law 5. Control information, and you control reality. Machiavelli believed that rulers lose power the moment they lose control of information. Because truth doesn't rule people, stories do. The modern battlefield isn't fought with swords, it's fought with narratives. Those who shape perception shape destiny. Never tell people everything you know. Information is currency, and the poor are the ones who overshare. Your plans should be protected like treasure. Speak less than you understand. Reveal less than you possess. And always let people see a version of you that serves your objective. Control what others know about you. If they can predict your moves, you've already lost your advantage. Mystery is not manipulation, it's insurance. In every conversation, remember, the less you speak, the more your words will weigh. The less you show, the more they'll imagine. And imagination is a force you can weaponize. Let rumors work for you. Let silence scare them. And when you finally speak, let every word sound deliberate, final, and unshakable. Power doesn't need a shout. It simply needs to be heard once. Law 6. Never build walls around your mind. Even Machiavelli warned kings never to isolate themselves completely. The man who surrounds himself with yes men will die of delusion. Isolation feels like safety, but it's a coffin lined with comfort. You must stay aware. Aware of how people see you. Aware of how power shifts. Aware of how easily victory turns into arrogance. Listen to whispers. Study your enemies. But don't become obsessed with either. The true fortress is a balanced mind. Open enough to learn, closed enough to stay centered. Detach, but do not disconnect. Observe the world, but don't drown in it. The moment you believe you're untouchable, you've already begun to decay. A king falls not when his enemies attack, but when he stops hearing the truth. So seek counsel from the intelligent, not the agreeable. And remember, power is not permanent. It's leased. The rent is awareness. Pay it daily. Law 7. Detach or be destroyed. Machiavelli's final and most brutal truth. Attachment is the root of manipulation. People can't control you unless they know what you fear to lose. Detach from outcomes. Detach from approval. Detach from the illusion that anyone will ever understand your vision completely. The one who needs nothing cannot be broken. Detachment isn't coldness. It's clear. It's seeing the game without letting emotion blur your aim. When you stop needing validation, you become ungovernable. When you stop explaining yourself, you become unpredictable. And when you stop fearing isolation, you become untouchable. The crowd will never understand the calm of focused man. They will call it arrogance. They will call it selfishness. Let them, because while they seek attention, you will be building empires in silence. Remember this. Power isn't about being followed. It's about being impossible to replace. Machiavelli never taught cruelty. He taught clarity. He believed that life rewards the strategic, not the sentimental. And in this era, where attention is the new throne, the same laws apply. Control what you reveal. Master your reactions. Calculate every move. And never let anyone make you feel guilty for being disciplined. The world will test you. It will mock your calm. It will question your distance. But when chaos hits, they'll all look to the calmest one in the room. That's when your silence becomes leadership. That's when your restraint becomes dominance. That's when a Machiavellian mind begins to reign. You don't need to prove power. You need only embody it. Now that you've heard these 7 laws, remember, power is not a destination. It's a state of mind. You are not here to compete. You are here to command. Stay calm when others panic. Stay strategic when others react. Stay silent when others brag. And when you rise, rise slowly, because real power doesn't announce itself. If you walk the Machiavellian path, subscribe. Because this isn't motivation. This is transformation. Leave this affirmation in the comments. I move in silence. I strike with precision. Welcome to the Machiavelli mindset, where power is learned, not inherited, and where silence speaks the loudest.